You're not thinking about what they said anymore. You're thinking about what you should have said. And that's why it keeps coming back. You're trying to move on. You're doing normal things. Working. Driving. Sitting in silence. And then it's there again. That moment, the exact words, the tone, the way it landed. And your mind goes right back. Not to remember, but to change it. At first, it doesn't feel like overthinking. It feels like something didn't close properly. Like the moment ended, but something inside you didn't. So your mind reopens it. You adjust the conversation. What you should have said. What would have landed better? What would have made it different? And every version feels slightly better than what actually happened. But none of them stay. Because the problem isn't the conversation. It's how it made you feel. Something about it felt off, small, dismissed, overlooked. And your mind doesn't like that, so it tries to fix it. Not in real life, but internally. It replays the moment, as if it can restore something. Your position, your voice, your control. Here's where everything shifts. Your mind isn't trying to understand what happened. It's trying to undo how it felt. That's why it keeps looping. Because you're not chasing clarity. You're chasing a different version of yourself in that moment. One that said the right thing. At the right time. Without hesitation. One that didn't feel small. Most people miss this next part. The loop isn't about them anymore. It hasn't been for a while. It's about the gap between who you were in that moment and who you think you should have been. And that gap creates pressure. So your mind keeps going back, trying to close it, but it can't. Because the moment is gone. Next time this happens, and you feel your mind pulling you back into that moment, here's something to notice. Not what they said, not what you should have said, but what your mind is trying to repair. That quiet shift from the event to how it made you feel about yourself. You might notice it's not really about them anymore. It's about restoring something inside you. And once you see that, the loop starts to loosen. Not all at once, but enough. Enough to step out of it. You don't need a better response. You don't need a perfect line. You don't need to go back and win the moment again. Because the part of you that felt small doesn't need to prove anything. It just needs to be seen. And when that happens, something shifts. Quietly, and the moment finally starts to let go. If this felt familiar, that means you're paying attention in a way most people don't. Subscribe for more reflections like this.